Hello. Hello, I can't hear you, please.
Hello, everyone. Very sorry. Yes, uh, we are going to be starting data science tonight. I believe everyone can hear me. I have some wonderful news for us, but then we are going to start the program first. All right. I don't know if we can see my screen. Yeah, sorry for the voice at the background. I believe we can see my screen, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can see my screen. Very good.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sorry, I can't see your screen. I'm only seeing a picture, not a
I
screen.
cannot see your screen because I
Okay.
I can't.
see your screen.
Okay. Just hold on.
Screen has been red, but now it's not showing.
All right. Are you seeing?
Yes.
Yes, we can see your
Yes,
screen.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I got a good news before the beginning of this class. So I just want to urge all the students to take this program as serious as possible. I don't know if Mr. Dacho is here.
See, I'm not seeing it from here.
I hope everyone can see this one.
Yes, we can see the screen now.
Then is Mr. Dacho around?
Yes, I'm here. I'm around.
All right. We will give a report of everything that happens in this training at the end of the class, including the attendance and everything. All right. So we are going to data analysis and data science. I gave express permission to permission to everyone that wants to partake, not minding whether they register for data analysis or they put in the data science. So the same thing goes for data analysis class. Whether you put in the analysis of a training, you are free to attend any of the training. I believe that is clear. All right. So we'll be talking about unlocking opportunities, data analysis or data science for business enterprise or enterprises and research. Now, what is data science? Because obviously that's the very first thing to think about. Any uh, feed or course or training program does not want it when you cannot define what that program really is. If I should ask us in this group now that what is data science, what are we going to say? Anybody that wants to help us, what is data science? Who is helping us? Okay, because of our time, data science is what I can refer to as the very first thing about data science is that it is an interdisciplinary field of study. Anybody that is in the field of data science should expect to integrate with people of other. So it is interdisciplinary in nature. People in medical sciences, they will come. People in social sciences, they will come. People in law, they will come. People in social sciences, animal sciences, everybody. So all of them, it's like a conference where everybody is. And we make use of scientific process.
Okay.
I'm very sorry about that. So people in data are science field of study. All right, I believe we can still hear me.
Yes, sir.
I'm very sorry, please. So those in the data science. Hello.
Hello?
We can still hear
Can
you,
hear you,
sir.
sir.
All right. So those in the data science field of study, they relate with people from other field of study. Then we make use of processes, algorithms for the purpose of data visualization and interpretation. So I have this efforts like an introduction into what data science is all about. Business world is one of the applications of data science. So we have the application of data science in different other platforms, but those that focus on business are known as business analysts. Now, I want to take us through some things. Of course, why is data important? In every organization, we manage risk. For example, in a business organization, there are two major concerns when it comes to business. Number one, they want to minimize expenditure. Then number two, they want to they want to maximize profit. They want to maximize the profit. Then they want to maximize satisfaction. So those are the two things in every business world. Also in the medical field, there are different levels of risk. For example, a pharmacist trying to produce drug will do what, because it has to do with life, the maximum way of reducing risk. So they want to be 99% confidence that they are making the choice. So managing risk, understanding customers, their reasons why data is important. We have beating the competition, using resources wisely. Very sorry, this slide is more about business analysis. So how CXOs use data. There is a particular resource I want to show you. I'm coming. I think this will post better. Yes. Okay. Because that slide is not speaking to what we're discussing. Data science is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and systems to extract knowledge and insight from structured and unstructured data. So
Sir,
we
can
have,
you zoom the screen? We can't see it clearly.
okay, let me see. Okay, is it better?
Yes, yes.
I have to reduce it. All right. So data science, as I said, this with both structured and unstructured data. We have structured data in form of Excel, CSV. Then we also have structured data, times in form of text,
Yeah.
strange, as
Now what
but then
was
data science is also a career that has to do with data analysis,
Please off your mic or you're
data
disturbing other
cleaning,
people, please.
data cleaning, data preparation, data exploration, and so many other. So, but then one wonderful thing about data science, and I want you to take this very important. It is one of the best job across the world. It's the one of the most promising digital skills all over. I will not deceive you. Data science is a difficult field. Data science is a field that uh, it's difficult to understand. It's difficult for me to say, yeah, I'm an expert, but then it's what the time, the effort you put into it. Go to the United States, there is serious for data science. Go to anywhere, United Kingdom, Nigeria, anywhere across the world, there is very hot demand for data scientists. I am not telling you, I tell you the truth. But then to learn it, it's very, very challenging, especially this science part of it. Data analysis is easier, but then data science is more difficult. That's that. Now, let me go down. Okay, let's talk about data and information. I was taking the class on Saturday, so I defined data analysis as the process of converting data into information. But then data science, of course, is more than that. But then data analysis is an integral part of data science. So data science, data analysis plus like software engineering. That's what combines to form data science. So we still don't uh, emphasize the importance of data and information. Data are of figures, while information refers to process that has context. So when data is processed, it becomes information, and that process is what we call analysis. So in a real sense, every data scientist is a data analyst. I hope we get that. Yeah. Then this is an example. Okay, I want to talk about the software we are going to be using. Those of us that are familiar with science already know the platform on which I'm operating currently. This is what we call Python. So this is Python using Google Colab, because there are so many like medium through which you can use Python, but the best to me is Google Colab, and that's what I'm using.
Sister, what do you call that thing? What do you call that thing?
Google Colab.
Sorry, sir. Is it possible to be more audible? You are not that. Is not Your voice is not that loud, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. I think this will be nice. All right, you can see CO Google Colab. How did I get it? All you need to do is go online, type Google. You can see it's already bringing it. So I enter. So you can see the Google Colab. So click on it. You don't need to put any software. So you have this, you can click on it. So All right. So this is the interface that we are using for coding and even our language. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So it's very easy to use Google. So I'm not going to asking us to use an account. I'm not going to say that what the other one, VS all those things. No, we are going to focus on this Google, uh, Google collaboration. All right. So we continue data and information. This as an example. Okay. I want somebody to just try and explain what's the difference between data and information. What's the difference? Anybody? I want to be sure we are following.
Sir, please, we cannot hear you properly.
Wow. What's that? All right. Is the network against? Yeah, it's actually echo. I don't know whether you can see the echo there, or I can always hear myself back. All right. What's the difference between data and information? That's what I'm asking.
Right. Sorry,
Data
like you explained earlier. All right, so like you explained earlier, data is just like a raw part. Why information is like a processed data.
Okay, so how do we convert data to information?
Analysis, like by analyzing the data.
Okay, that's very good. But if I want to ask you further, how do we analyze the data?
Uh,
It's just by putting data together, presenting it in a way that brings out meaning. It can be in form of pictures like pie chart, bar chart. It can be through visualization and interpretation. That's using statistical analysis tools. So those are the tools. All right. So let's move on to data types. All right. Variables. What's a variable? Some people define variable as what is used to store data values. Data types also are different forms data can take. Data can be in form of integers. It can be in form of numbers that have this hash. It can be quantitative in form of letters, and that's strings. It can be written as is true or false, and we have different types. Data can be in form of dates. It can be in form of time. So we have different data types. I will emphasizing more on that as we move. But you can see here. All right. Sorry about that. You can see this particular code has to do with variables and data types. You can see x equals to 10, y equals to 3.14, name John. You know, if I should ask x equals to 10, which data type is that? I think the answer is integer, right? Because it's a form of numbers. While y equals 3.14, which data type is that? I will expect you to say float. Why? Because it's a number with data. Any number being formed of decimals, any variable that can take up decimal point, fraction between between one value and the other, there can always be another value. That's float. I will still talk more about that. Then name, John. So which data type is this? Is best referred to as string. All right. So if we should run this, so let's wait for the next one. You can see we have it's just like we are saying print. That is print X, print Y, print name. And that's what the function is all about. We came up with a function here, but I think I just skipped it. I think I skipped it for earlier. Okay. All right, please, if you like to use this screen so that connected. All right. I believe we can hear me. So if you can see what we are saying, yes, we'll be able to report data science website. There are like five main areas when it comes to data science. Data analysis doesn't have all these but data science encapsulates these 7 stages. We call it life cycle or data science life cycle. And the first one is data collection and data store. That's number one. That's the initial phase. So you need to get your data from either Excel, text, or API, you know. You may need to do the feed through questionnaire or Google Form, or this online. That means your method of data collection. So at the end, you may have a CSV file that you want to input to Python or this software you're using for the analysis. Now, so I have data preparation. This is where data cleaning comes in. You might want to move some missing values. You want to input, that's what we call interpretation. But we still go for that in details. Then we have explanation. That explanation is the data analysis itself. I hope we get the exploration part is the data analysis. Every other, and that's why it's data analysis and visualization. So this is what the other group is all about. Then we move experiment.
Hello, sir.
I don't know if
I don't know
hello.
if we can get the material for this because the network is literally fluctuating over here.
It's all right. I will try to provide that. All right. So experimentation, prediction. That's also part of data science. Data storytelling, location, very important. That's the interpretation phase. That's the communicate reports. That is the from the data analysis. So why is data analysis important? It's important in the sense that the whole of technology is dependent on data science. It's in data science, talk about machine learning. It's in data science, we talk about artificial intelligence. If you don't have data science, all what we're having in online transaction, social media collection, data processes. We make use of data for all this. So it's not just about analyzing, interpreting data, using data. There is much more to it. It's like a dictionary where through it you can create so many things. So data science is just about analyzing, it's about also interpreting, your ability to tell the story of the analysis is also very important. So let me move further into data extraction. This is the first stage. Don't forget, the first is data collection. Now, we want to practicalize data extraction, which is part of data collection. Data collection can be seen in the form of going to the field to collect data. It can also be seen in the form of trying to extract maybe a secondary data into the system using
So please, can you zoom it a little bit?
for your analysis. Yeah, I'm going to do that, but okay. Let me see. All right. Is it better?
Yes, sir.
Okay, data extraction.
And also look at your own thing too.
I don't know if we can relate to what I'm saying right now about data extraction. Is there anybody to tell us what he or she feels or thinks data extraction is all about? Anybody? I want to relate with what is data.
Hello, sir. Can you repeat the question, please?
That what is data extraction?
If I can say, data extraction means just to extract meaningful information out of vast data which is not evaluated.
I don't get.
Just to extract meaningful information out of the raw data before evaluation.
No.
Okay.
Data extraction.
Sorry. Okay. So I think data extraction is the process of getting data out of where it is stored, and preparing it for the analysis.
Excellent. Data extraction. I want everybody to pay attention. Is you being able to get, let's say, you want to do your data analysis on Python, but the data was not entered into Python. The data is, let's say, Excel or CSV format or any other format. Trying to put it into Python, that is what we refer to as the data extraction. Do we get that?
Okay.
I want to believe that trying to put your
we can
CSV data
understand.
into Python. So it's a very challenging task. Many people always have challenges doing this, and it's actually
we have an agreement on count. Yeah. So just tell her that I ask for.
There's somebody
Yeah. I know that.
needs to be.
Oh, if she's legal.
Hello.
You see, she's because they want to have our feedback. We have made an agreement yesterday.
All right. I hope that has been taken care of. Can we continue? Hello?
Yes, we can, sir.
Yes,
Yes, yes,
about
sir.
that distribution. Now, this is the code used for data extraction. If the data is CSV format, if you have data that is a form of CSV, this is the in Google code. Before you can, you have to upload the data into the system. The same thing for Jupyter. You have to upload the data and then you now import and load the CSV file because the file is not Google Colab as we speak. So you need a prior code to do that. So immediately we are going to do this, I'm going to into the theoretical part of today's class. Where we can learn into theoretical things about data science and data analysis. Now, before I can do the data extraction, I'll be forwarding data.csv file to our WhatsApp group so that we can uh, use it for practice. Let's see what we do to get this data.csv into Python and comment it.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, just give 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So,
It's me.
I want to. So, I'm waiting for that. completed. Apologies to this network. Okay. All right. Shutting on this. Okay. So this. Okay.
I urinated on the bed. I was crying. You know, I was crying because I urinated on the bed, not because I was sick.
Actually, this system. So it's really good. So tough time. Okay. Then the confidence has to happen.
I think the only thing that can help us is to help us share the material.
That's my.
Because like this,
All right.
yes.
Let's continue. Yes. Okay. I want to get so this is the first code. Correct. Okay. So, all right. So the first thing is to import the library app to run your analysis in an easy format. For example, pandas. Pandas let you on Python to work with tables, letters, and the rest. While NumPy helps you to work with numbers. Matplotlib helps you to be able to make visualizations on Python, and the same with Cbon. Cbon also helps you to. So these are libraries that will make you solve on Python. So we click.
Sir, please, can you recap, please, the pandas, the numpy, and all?
These are libraries on Python. They are already saved in Python, but you don't need to download them. They help us to uh, make use of tables in an easy way on Python. You can still use Python without this language, but it becomes very difficult. But with all these libraries, they make your work very easy. Pandas for tables, for letters, NumPy for numbers, Matplotlib for visualizations, Cbon for visualization. Now, if you click on it, okay, the only thing you notice is that there is a score line here. You get that? That shows that the analysis was done successfully. You are able to run the successfully. Also, you can do so you are still importing the library. Now, this is where we want to upload the data into Python. Look at the code from google.lab import files uploaded equals to files upload. So that's the normal, that's the standard code for uploading data into Python on Google Code. For Jupyter, it's not this tedious. You don't need to know this for Jupyter, but for Google Code, you have to use this code, and that's why we compare here. Now you can see choose files coming up. All right. So click this, so you can see import 100% there. Very good. Aha. It is after now we can talk about this, which is the real loop of data into Python. So I was code data to pd.read underscore csv. I was name of data. The data was and that's data.csv. That file can be any other. It can be Timothy CSV, depending on the data that we are bringing. Now I want to use that data. Now I want to read Python. Good. I think I'll be able to do that. I did not do that. I also asked to print data dot head. That instruction allows you to see the first 5 rows of your data. For this particular, you can see ID, diagnosis, radius, texture, perimeter, area, and so on like that. So, and you can see the explanation here. We import the pandas libraries, which is commonly used for data manipulation and analysis. The read underscore CSV function others to load the data. This time around, it's not the sales data. It's not the sales data, it's another data. So data from a CSV file named data.csv. Please take note of that. Now we go to data clean and explanation. Okay. I want to stop here for tonight regarding this because I want to go into theoretical underpinned for data analysis and data science. Okay, so I want to start with our slide. I want to, or I hope we got the little practical introduction, but then be in better form with my own system. All right, so very quick. Hello, I would.
Yes, we are.
Very quickly, I want to discuss measurement variables and some others with us. Normally, I ought to start with this, but then I decided to get into some practicals so that we can also understand that if I should ask us what is measurement, anybody to try answer that, because measurement is the very first thing when we talk about data analysis. So what is measurement? Anybody that wants to first, please?
Hello, sir. You can just say measurement. Hello.
I'm with you.
Okay,
Yeah, so
measurement is a process of getting the exact amount of something, the exact dimension of something actually.
okay, trying to get the amount of a particular thing. Well, it's not, it doesn't encapsulate everything. Well, I would define measurement as the process of assigning value or a score to an observed phenomenon. When you're trying to assign a value or a score to an observed phenomenon, we regard to that as measurement. And we have what we refer to as scales of measurement. How many scales of measurement do we have? Anybody? I know we have some data scientists among us. How many scales of measurement do we have?
We have four, sir.
Yeah, what are
We have the nominal scale, we have ratio scale, we have interval scale. Oh, I don't remember the rest. I remember.
Ordinal.
Okay, we have ordinal
very
too.
good? Very good. The first scale is the nominal scale of, and that's the most primitive. That's the least in order of advancement. So we have the nominal scale. Another word for nominal is names. That is, the measurement comes by assigning names to the phenomenon. First, we have TT, we have Deborah, we have Esther. So we can't say that there is a sense of order in the arrangement. There's no sense of order. They are just mere names. We can't say A is greater than B. Anytime particular measurement, you can't say this one is greater than the other. That is nominal scale of measurement. They are in form of classes, different classes that doesn't have to do with greater than, less than. For example, colors. Can we say that green is greater than blue? Nothing like that. So they are different, distinct classes. Also, we have the ordinal scale of measurement. These are also in classes, but this time around, a sense of order has been introduced, and that's where the word ordinal comes from. The root word is order. A sense of order has been introduced to the measurement. For example, we have uh, grades. We have some that come out with A, another person B, another person C. They are different categories, but then we know that a sense of order is in their a sense of is in the environment. We know that A is better than B. A is better than C. So that's what ordinal scale of measurement. We also have interval scale of measurement. But one thing I need to take note of is that both the nominal scale of measurement and the ordinal scale of measurement belongs to a type of variable known as category variable. I can't hear you. Hello? So both the nominal scale of measurement and the ordinal scale of measurement belongs to a type of variable known as categorical variable. I want us to take note of everything about this class. Now we have the interval scale of measurement. The interval scale of measurement is one that is the measurement of numbers. I mean, specific values, specific numbers are given to each measurement. A good example.
So it seems your screen is not displaying the current page.
Oh, I'm not actually I'm using my screen. Sorry. All right, I think let's see. The nominal, sorry, the interval scale of measurement. In this form, we have specific values given to each measurement. Now, let's take temperature as an example. Temperature degrees Celsius. Let's take it as an example for interval scale of measurement. I want to ask a question. Uh, what is the minimum temperature possible?
Is 0 Kelvin, sir. That's
Any
like
other?
minus 173
Two
degrees
seven
Celsius.
minus 273 degrees Celsius.
Fantastic. Very good. Yes. Okay. That means that temperature in degrees Celsius, the 0 degrees Celsius is not the minimum temperature possible. So what do we call that type of flow? We refer to it as literally zero or force 0 point. When the 0 point, I'm talking about temperature in Celsius, in degrees Celsius. The 0 point is not the minimum. We can have negative values. But what scale of measurement is that? That is the interval scale of measurement. But this same temperature, by the time you convert from degrees Celsius to Kelvin, you notice that minimum temperature is what? Degree 0 Kelvin.
Degree Kelvin.
Is possible, sorry, not degree Kelvin, is 0 Kelvin.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes,
You
sir.
can't have minus of temperature in Kelvin because at 0 Kelvin, the volume is also 0. That means any measurement in form of specific values, numbers, with 0, the minimum value is which scale of measurement ratio scale of it's no longer interval scale of measurement. Interval is arbitrary, while ratio is absolute 0 point. Another examples are weight, distance, volume, age, among others. So it's not possible for the age to be negative. It's not possible for weight. The minimum possible is 0 kg. That's weightlessness. But we can't have less than that. Also height. It's not possible for distance to be less than 1. I hope we get that. All right. So let me also ask another question. What is a variable?
So we didn't hear
Anybody? What is variable?
What is
V-A-R-A-B. Variable. I hope we can hear me.
Okay, variable is a store of value, sir.
I've defined that. I want another definition and a more analytical definition of not just a store of values. I don't like this.
Okay, like a variable can also be a construct of a natural phenomenon.
What's it?
Can
I
I
can't
go?
hear. Hello?
Can I?
Okay, I said a variable can be a construct that is used to denote a natural measured phenomenon.
I don't get it. A construct that
That is used to represent an observed phenomenon.
okay. A
If
construct is used to represent. I don't.
Can I go?
I don't listen.
Hello? Can I
You
try?
can hear.
Okay. A variable is a data set that can change its value. This value can be changed at any point.
I don't know if you guys can hear. I can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello?
Okay. I said a variable is a data set whose value can be changed at any point in time.
Okay. But my problem with that is data set.
Okay.
Can I say that a variable is a data item that is alterable, that can change?
Excellent. A variable is anything that can change. A variable is anything that varies. Anything that varies is a variable. Anything that exercise change in magnitude and direction or direction is a variable. I would clear. All right. Now we have all types. I've talked about two of them. We have the categorical versus numeric variables. So categorical variables. What are categorical variables? Numeric variables. What are numeric variables? Anybody that categorical definition numeric variables. Who is stepping in? I think it's already on the screen. Categorical variables are variables that include classes. I've explained that any variable that is in form of category is a categorical variable.
Yeah, I think about it.
When the numeric variable is available in the form of numbers that are in numeric terms as numeric values, not range. They are numeric values. So categorical variables, what are the examples? Gender, categorical variable.
Age.
What are the variables? Female. Which other one? Somebody mentioned something. Example, categorical.
Complexion. Complexion.
What are the what are the
Status.
of that?
Status.
I can't hear.
Status.
Which type of status?
Either marital status.
Greater status.
Okay.
Group.
Marital status. What are the classes? We have single, married, divorced,
Divorce.
widow, separated. Okay. Which other example?
Educational
Blood group.
level or qualification.
What are the
Grade.
Variable.
Academic grades.
Grades, yes. Education, primary education, secondary education, tertiary education. Any other categorical? How about occupation? We have farming.
I think there is network problem. I cannot hear anything.
He moved his mic. He's not available. Maybe his network.
Hello everyone. So sorry. The network is so terrible this evening. And
Hello,
yeah,
hello everyone. Are we? I want to understand something here. Are we talking about the characteristic of big data? I can hear variable and whatever, but I need to know because it is now I joined the meeting due to the network latency and problem.
hello, please. I was saying that sincere apologies for tonight. Network is very terrible. Let's be patient. Hopefully, we'll be able to join the call. The slides will also be shared, and I think the call is being recorded, which will also be disseminated, to people that were not able to understand what was being said during the course of the session. I'm going to reach out to him to see what is going on, and hopefully we'll get it sorted out. So please be patient. Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, are you going to make the soft copy available? Can you hear me, sir?
He already said that now. He said he will make the soft copy available. He sent it to the group chat.
Okay, all right.
He said he's going to make it available.
All right.
Hello. The problem of joining the group too is another case to some of our class members. So I think that too need to be delivered.
Oga, off your video. Is video you put? It's not necessary. Nobody is using video.
Hello, very sorry about that. Please, are we still here? So sorry. Can we hear me?
Yeah, we are here. We are.
Yes, we can hear you.
Very sorry for the break in transmission. It was due to some network issues. Okay. Let me share my screen.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I believe you can see my screen now. Huh?
You can see it.
Okay, good. Please help me tell others on the WhatsApp group that the class has restarted very soon. I'm sure some people must have left because of the break. All right, we were talking about categorical versus numeric variables. We have elucidated categorical variables, talked about the examples. Also, numeric now. We have different types of numeric variables. Who wants to help us? Age is a numeric variable because it's in form of numbers. Which other one do we have?
Please, I can't see your screen.
Is there everybody that cannot see my screen? Can we see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So, what are the numeric variables? Anybody that wants to help us? Numeric variables. We have weight. Weight is a form of numbers. Height is a form of numbers. Even temperature is a numeric variable. Which other ones, please? The number of students in this class is a numeric variable. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
IQ score is a numeric variable. Number of children in a family.
Heartbeat.
What's it?
So exam scores.
The heart.
Yes, performance of the students.
Okay.
Whether 30%, 70%, all those percentage, they are numeric variables. Any other one? Even CGPA is a numeric variable. Who is helping us?
Scores.
Yes. That exam scores is a numeric variable. I want to ask a question. Age group. Is age group a numeric variable? Age group 0 to 4, 5 to 9.
No, sir. No, sir.
Because it's a range of values.
It's categorical.
It's not a
Exactly. Excellent. Now let's move to independent versus dependent variables. Independent versus dependent variables. What is an independent variable? And what is a dependent variable? Anybody that wants to try? Is Joy there? Hello? Anybody can try this. We have statistics here. I believe we have
Why dependent variables are those variables that in whatever chart it is actually present, it's standing on its own, it doesn't need manipulation, it doesn't need to change or something like that.
Okay. Let me put it better. An independent variable is a variable that is also known as the explanatory variable in a research process. That is, it explains changes in the dependent variable. It's a variable that is being manipulated in a research process. Put in a better way, I mean, in a simpler form, is the variable that is responsible for changes in a research process. In the last class on Saturday, I used the example of, in a sentence, we have the subject and we have the object. The one performing the action is the subject, and the one that is receiving the action is the object. So in this case, the independent variable is that subject, because it's the one performing the action in the research process, while the one that is like the response variable, the outcome variable, is the dependent variable. In biology, they used to talk about receptor muscles, and the other one that is actually receiving the stimuli. It's the same explanation. So the independent variables are the ones that are causing the manipulation. You may want to vary them. You may want to try. When this one is low, what's going to be the impact of it on the variable you refer to as the dependent variable? So that's why I also call it the outcome variable, or the response. It's receiving the feedback of what was done by the independent variable. And we are going to see lots of examples. Okay, before we move to another type, let me give us an example. That was the impact of age at marriage, or let me say, what's the impact of level of education on age at marriage? That's a research question. The impact of level of education on age at marriage. Okay, how many variables are in that research question?
3.
What are they? You said
Age, level of
age,
education.
level of education,
Age, marriage.
I want to look at those that are talking. Like, all right, I'm with us.
Please, can you kindly repeat the question? Can you please repeat the topic again? The impact of age at marriage. Did I get it clearly?
Okay, the impact of age on, sorry, the impact of level of education on age at marriage.
Okay, the variable there is level of education and age at marriage.
Okay, level of education and age. So how many are there?
2.
Very good. So which one is the independent variable and which one is the dependent variable?
Age at marriage is the independent variable.
Why? Hello?
Because it deals with the level of education.
Because with what?
Because the level of education.
I can't get this. We are talking about the impact of level of education on age at marriage. Obviously, what is determining age at marriage as put in that contract is the level of education. We want to check. Yeah, bless you. Okay. Are you saying something? Okay. We want to check the impact of level of education on age at marriage. That means if we manipulate the level of education, what will be its impact on age at marriage? For example, if we decide that, okay, when the level of education is primary education, how does that affect the age at marriage? Okay, let's manipulate it further. What of when the level of education is tertiary? How does it affect age at marriage? So those are research questions, but in that sense, the level of education is the variable that is being manipulated. And that is what? The independent variable. Which one is the outcome variable? The response variable. That's the age at marriage, which is the dependent variable. So as a data analyst, as a data scientist, you have to be able to understand the difference between independent variable and dependent variable. Very important. Very, very important. Now, let's see. I believe we got that.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir, we did.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, continuous versus count variables. I think the network is better now.
Please, can you try to explain it again, just to in a summary way, to better capture it? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let me use another research question to explain it. Now, I want to turn the table now. What's the impact of age at marriage on number of children? What's the impact of age at marriage on number of children? That is, want to say that does number of children depend on age at marriage? So which one? If we can start by asking the question that how many variables are there and what are those variables?
Two.
So,
There are two
age at
variables:
marriage and number of
marriage,
children.
the number of children.
Hello, I cannot hear you. Hello.
This is Zai, or what's your why do you like on your mic? You're disturbing the call.
Please, we can't hear from Mr. Adeyinka. Can anybody hear from him?
His
No,
network is bad.
I
He
don't
went
think
offline.
network is bad. No.
Okay, okay.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Mr. Deka's network is bad again, so please let's just be patient. The class is almost done. Possibly we'll be able to make better preparations for the next class based on what happened today. But let's be patient to see how it goes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dashi. Thank you, sir.
So, since you're meeting me, why are they stopping?
So sorry about that. I don't know when I left again. I think it's the network. All right. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Very, very sorry. Don't worry. I will soon leave this country. This network will not affect me. So I can give better output.
You want to leave us here, Abby?
No, I'll be teaching you. I'll be teaching you from UK or US, like the other. I think it's better because of the network. Okay, now
Yeah.
this network and top share. No, I want to continue sharing.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, okay. I believe we are together again.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The thing is that even the people that want me to be teaching them are also planning to go. So, you guys, what's the plan? So let's continue. Please let's leave that one. Continuous versus count variables. Continuous versus count variables. Before a variable can be discussed as, I don't know whether we got
Sorry,
that.
sir. Sorry, sir. You wanted to explain more about independent and dependent variables, sir.
I was actually explaining. I didn't know that you people have been disconnected. Okay.
It was after
The
you
example
read
you're
the
using,
research
marriage and number of
question that you went off, and that is impacts of age at marriage on
Marriage
number of children.
on number of children. Making age at marriage the independence variable and number of children the dependence variable.
Okay. Yes. We're talking about age at marriage and number of children. Actually, there are so many examples you can put in as this. I was talking about y equals to mx plus c, where your y is the dependent variable and the x is the independent variable. So you really need knowledge about dependent and independent variables when we are dealing with predictive analysis. It's a very key area of data science. We saw it the other time. I think it was number 6 or so. It's number 4, sorry, because everything was around 5. So the dependent variable, as I said, if you look at the research question, just study the research question. Which one is the outcome? Like the outcome of the process. That is your dependent variable. And if you also look at it, okay, which one is the one that is like influencing the other? That's the independent variable. Nothing is affecting it. What's the impact of age at marriage on number of children? So which one is the outcome? Is the number of children. That's the dependent variable, while the other one is the independent variable. So it's very clear. It should not be ambiguous. There are situations where you have 3 variables in the research question, 4 variables, even 5 variables or more in a research question. So you should be able to identify the dependent and the independent variables. So let's just continue gradually like that. You have the hello.
Okay, sir.
Let's talk about the continuous versus count variables. We have discussed this on Python when we're talking about float and integer. But then I think it's better in this form. Before a variable can be continuous count, it has to be a numeric variable. Very important. Now, a numeric variable can be either a continuous variable or a count variable. Are we together? So if a numeric variable is either continuous or count. And what does it mean to have a continuous variable? A continuous variable is a variable that between one value and the other, there can always be another value. Between 1 and 2 now, there are countable values in form of decimal numbers, any number that can take the form of decimals is a continuous variable. Any variable that can take decimal values is a continuous variable. Any variable that can take the form of fractions is a continuous variable, while the count is those in form of only integers that can only take up whole numbers, like number of children, number of students. If we should do a census of the number of students in this class, I'm sure we won't get a decimal number. Or is there any 0.5 among us? Are we still here or the network has gone again?
No, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
No,
We are with you, sir.
no student is point. So we
Huh?
have of us as form of whole numbers. So number of students is a count variable, is a form of integers when it comes to data type. Now continuous variables, so it's in form of fractions. It can be 1/2, 3/10, that's continuous variable. And the list of continuous variables is endless. It's endless. So it can always take up additional value. So, and examples of continuous variables, who can give me examples?
Temperature.
Yeah, because it can take
The
which other one?
which other one? Tree.
Which other?
Weight.
It's yes.
Yes.
Height.
Height.
Yeah. Which other one?
Volume.
Length.
Length, yes. Body mass index. How about blood volume? Yes. Blood pressure.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Huh? What do you call it?
So where can we classify age? Can age be classified as continuous or count?
That's a very good question. Let me ask others in the house to start with. Is age a continuous variable or a count variable? Anybody that wants to help us?
Age is continuous variable.
Continuous variable.
Age is count variable.
So
It
we
is
have
Can't
continuous because
vary.
a person can be a year and 1.2, a year and 2 months, a year and 3 months, something like that.
It depends on how we want to look at
Age
it.
is
If you
not
look at it as
age.
age as year, it is count variable. But if you want to look at age based on numbers of days, it can be continuous.
number of
If you
what?
want to look at it days, age as
It is
days,
continuous.
number
It
of
is a
years and
continuous variable.
months, then it can be continuous.
So age
Okay.
is a continuous
Age
variable.
from the explanation you gave is not a continuous variable
Why?
You can only
because
approximate it to the
because
nearest whole number.
age we cannot like say the age of a person is 9.5 or something, or in a fraction form, something like that.
Okay, Vivian.
Okay. Okay.
Who is also talking? I want to hear from another person.
So I
You
said
think?
age is a continuous variable.
Okay.
Yes, because I think we can only approximate it to the nearest whole number, but it's a continuous variable.
I don't understand.
Maybe we can say the age is 23. We always say it is 23, but we cannot be able to say it is 23 like 3 months.
Do you know the definition of continuous and count variable?
Hello,
Yeah.
sir. Okay, sir. I think the age is count. Like it's a whole number because you can't say someone is 2.2 years old. Like it's not, doesn't even sound well.
Let me step in. That's the mistake we are making.
Look,
Age can actually,
Sir, can I say something?
yeah, okay, Vivian.
If what if those times they will say the baby is 6 months, the baby is 6 months old. What does it mean? Is it not continuous? To me, I
Actually,
think age is a continuous variable.
okay, agreed. Yeah.
Hello,
Conti
sir.
quantiqua.
Hello,
Mr.
sir.
Stephen.
Good.
I can
Can
hear
we
Are we,
you.
say that?
are we leaving this
Can we
open
say
to
that
everybody's
age is?
opinion?
Can we say that age is both it can be continuous and it can also be count variable?
Depending on
Okay,
your
based on
own understanding, how you want to explain, how you want to see it from the angle you are saying it from.
come
Okay,
on.
hello, sir.
Yeah,
Can I come in, sir?
yes, please.
In my own view, I think age is a continuous variable
Wow.
because in your explanation, you made it clear that continuous variable can take intermediary states, which is why we represent them like decimals and all. It is very much possible to say someone is 16 and a half years. It's very much possible to say someone is 2.5 years. And if we consider numbers as 1, 2, 3 whole numbers like that, between 1 and 2, we have 1.5. 1.5 is an intermediary state. 1.5 is an intermediary state. And we can say someone is 1.5 years. So, in my view, I believe that age is a continuous variable.
Okay. All right.
For me, I think it's a count variable because even if we have to the say person is 2 years and maybe 3 years, 3 months, we're still trying to get to 4 years. You get what? We're still trying to tell you that, oh, this person is getting 4 years. Eventually, we're going to say it's 4 years. So I
Very
think
good.
it's count.
I think Cynthia, you're a medical student, right?
I'm not, I'm an economist.
Okay, all right. So those that are in gynecology department, they will
hello?
understand this issue better. When a baby is born, I just want to, because of our time. Okay, Mustafa, let me hear from you.
Yeah, age is a count variable because in any data collection, the age can never be represented in decimal form. Like, how old are you? You can only say 12, 10, 13, 14, not 12 and 13 months or whatever. So I
All
think
right.
age is a count variable, not a continuous variable.
Okay, let me come in now. Everybody has talked. Actually, age is a continuous variable by nature. Age is a continuous variable. I celebrated my birthday, I think 2 days or 3 days ago. So I'm not the same age as at 2 or 3 days ago. Some points have actually been added. 2 over what now? 365. So in that sense, age, in fact, every seconds, your age is actually changing. Even if possible, milliseconds. So you can see it's a continuous variable. But then it's a common error in research for researchers to ask your age. They should not be asking you how old are you. They should be asking, what is your age as at last birthday? What age as at last birthday? That one is count.
Okay.
But not what is your current age. If you ask me what is my current age, I won't tell you. I mean, if I tell you that clinical point, I'm very correct. It's a very correct practice. But then the right question in research is what is your age? Age group is not continuous. Age group is not count. Age group is not a numeric variable. It is a what? A categorical.
Variable.
Let's not confuse that. So age itself is a continuous variable, but uh, age as at last birthday, that's the count variable. I think we get that. So age is not a count variable. All right. Let's move on a little bit. I think it's time already. So, okay, this will be a good place for us to stop. We'll continue from there in next class. Actually, we ought to be going through this slide, but I want us to be doing practicals alongside. So, practicals may not seem to be nice, but one thing I want us to do for me before next class is I will drop this data on the group chat, data.csv. Let's try to load it. That will be our assignment. Let's try to load it on, what's the name? On Google Colab, and also bring out let's display the head, the first 5 columns this way, using this code, print, open a bracket, data.head, close the bracket, then close the bracket. You understand? Just this code here. After we must have extracted the data extraction. So the data.csv that I will send to the group, make sure you are able to put it into Python using the process I highlighted above. They are simple processes. And this is the first is the reason why we are putting matplots is because we will still plot graph of that data. Seaborn, we still use all these libraries to plot graph of that data. Then NumPy will help us to work with numbers. Then, of course, we put these are just libraries. So then this is the code to upload the data, because I want us to really master the use of Google Colab. Then we'll continue like that. This load CSV file. How this you now reading the file into your current page of Python. Then you can see the first few rows. Once you're able to load and you get to this point, then you can start talking about descriptive statistics, which is part of what we're going to discuss in the next class. So for now, this is where we are going to call it a day. Please, whatever is your result, after you're able to get it like this, go to File, then click on Download. Yeah, you can download either download it as this format, IPY, NP, and send to me. That will be the assignment. And each person must say, if your work should not be the same as your friend. So I want to see your personal work. I believe attendance for this class has been taken. So I want to urge us don't miss session. Hello?
Sorry, sir. Please, can you go through uploading again? Sorry, I had a little network issue.
Uploading
Yes,
of the data.
sir, please, because when you were talking about the Google Colab, that was when the network was fluctuating. So we're not really getting you.
Okay.
Sir, please, will there be recording for this?
I'm not sure. They won't. And I might not even be sharing the slide. That's why in every class, in every
The network
class,
has been very poor, actually. Very, very poor.
I understand. I won't mind next class going through this, a little bit of this. I hope, I don't know, I will discuss with Mr. Bukum, but because of the network that was bad, I won't mind maybe taking us through the opening area again, because it's actually very important. This opening, what is data science? I don't know whether you are hearing my words 2 times when I started.
It's
Because
not about
That
hearing,
was
it's
the
about
first time
breaking. It's
you
actually
started.
breaking.
It wasn't very clear at all. Like just breaking. We're just
It
in
was
our ears
breaking, it
again.
was sounding
the words
double,
I
it was
was
low
hearing,
at some instance.
anything I say comes back to me in full force. So I was even scared of talking. So I'm sorry. for that. For next class, I'll make sure before we go further, I will go back to that. What is data science? Because except you know what you are doing, then I will still dive more into those theoretical parts because they are seriously needed. They are seriously needed. We just started. But please don't joke with the live class like this. Hello? Never joke with the live classes. Don't joke with assignments. As I said, there are some good news. There's a good news that I'm not sharing with us yet. I think I will share it later. But I will always tell us, let's not joke with this.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, please, sir, may I suggest something?
What's that?
Because for those that maybe join the live class and actively following through but have challenges with network and all of that, and because you mentioned that you will not be able to, you will not be sharing the video or the slide, so I want to suggest, if those people, since there is a portion for attendance, you are able to track those that attend the class. If those people can have the chance of receiving the recordings, I mean getting the record, even if it is maybe through a link, and you check the names of those people, because we need to, at times you need to listen to this thing again before we can attempt the assignment. At times we need to go through again to really understand. At times, or maybe during the class there is network issue, fluctuation and all of that, so, and then we want to do assignments. So please, I don't know if you
Yeah.
can consider this and you
Yes,
find a way
sir.
around it. Thank you, sir.
It is taken note of. So I will work on that. I will work on that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, my
Sorry,
battery is
sir.
low.
I would love to
Okay.
Hello,
ask.
sir.
Yeah.
I would love to ask if we can go over the Google Collabs of it, since we needed to do the assignment you gave to us now.
Okay. Let's hope this battery will
Yes, sir,
last.
because some of us are just hearing that for the first time. So not that some people have started using, but then some people are just hearing this for the first
Hope
time.
you
So
can
it's
see
okay
my
if you
screen.
can.
Let's be very fast. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
sir.
Yes, sir.
I told you that the way to access Google Colab is you just going on Google with an internet access, Google Colab. Just type it. That's COLAB. So you click on enter for that. Then you can see it is the very first option there. So you click on it. So you have been able to enter. So the very first thing, so I'm using this new, of course, you click on new notebook so that you can enter the main notebook that you'll be using. So once you have been able to do this, this is your main notebook. So let me just put some codes that you will need there. Don't need this one. This one is just to show you that it's working. You need these libraries and you continue to need them as we move on. So it's good to have them. So that will be the very first thing you will be putting there. All these libraries. So the example we're dealing with now, instead of example data extraction, you can just say assignment data extraction. So the first code we're putting there is this control V. So instead of example, it will be assignment, right? You can always edit that. I believe we are seeing it. So then the next
Yes,
one,
sir.
you play this how to run the code. This play code, you click on it. Make sure you have internet access. So while that is, by the time it is done, you will see a score sign here, a score, marking it right. Now, you can see it's going already. You can see that it's done. All right. Then this other one is also there as part of it. You can put them together in the same, and you can do it the same, or you can do it differently like this. It's still the same thing. Battery is getting seriously low. So Control C, I'm just copying and putting it there. So very sorry, that'll be the end of our class. Good night.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir.
Please,
Thank
everyone,
you, sir.
before you leave, make sure you type in
Thank you,
your
sir.
name and the course that you're with, whether data analysis or data sciences. Please do that before you go. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. You too, sir.
Thank you, sir. We really do appreciate, sir. Thank you very much.
Sorry for questioning like this. I would like to suggest for next time, because of this network issue that we are having going to classes, because right now it's raining heavily in Port Harcourt, and most times, in fact, throughout the class, I couldn't understand because the volume was low, your voice was low, and network
Class
was
has
also
ended.
frustrating.
Class has ended.
So,
Class has ended.
give us the material ahead of time. If you can send the material ahead of time for us to read through the material, then when you come, it will be more of you explaining what is in the material. Thank you, sir.
All right. That's duly noted. I'll communicate it to him. Thank you.
Sorry, please, who copy the libraries? The libraries that are important, those pandas, what? Who has the chance to copy them? Please, just forward it to us, please. Thank you very much.
Please, so I think if there's anybody that knows how to run that Google collab, please, I would really want that person to like pull me through because I wasn't able to get that Google collab stuff of the time. Thank you in anticipation.
Please, the call has ended. You can exit the call so that I can close it.